Hello friends, Archangel with Crypto Angel here, and I'll be bringing you the Shytoshi Eric Roundup for June 26th, 2021. As a reminder, this is a quick run through of community relevant information from Shytoshi and Eric, and I won't be adding much commentary, if any. This is simply for those who don't have access to the Discord or don't want to sort through the walls of text to find information. So I will also not be including responses where the original message was deleted or not retrievable, and we can't figure out the context from the response. So with that, here we go. And the big news yesterday was the Surtech audit, rather the Surtech AMA being announced, as well as the Wolf Paper version 2.0 being dropped and the Shiba token website being updated. So we'll go through here with some comments from Shytoshi, and at 1:32 he posted the Surtech security leaderboard showing the AMA being conducted on June 29th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, June 29th being this coming Tuesday. So they're going to be giving away, looks like 700 million SHIB plus 7 leash for the top questions, and you'll be able to speak to Shytoshi himself. So follow these steps if you want to join that AMA and be qualified for these top questions and rewards. Shytoshi states, "Note, we are giving away almost $15,000. And we have a new website too. Thanks, Eric. And Wolf Paper too." Ishan says, "Can we organize a coin burning sessions so that the value of the coin goes, or can lock some more liquidity to Uniswap?" Shytoshi responds, "You can organize anything." Marco H says, "Shytoshi, do you think Coinbase Pro is strategically delaying and waiting for ShibaSwap as well?" Shytoshi responds, "No clue. Some things are strategy, some things are just technical. Either way, I don't have a clue." Venus Twixter 3 says, "Your say on Doggy DAO and how important will it be for ShibaSwap?" Shytoshi responds, It's extremely important that the reins are handed over to the community as fast as humanly possible." Mike Jones 2523 says, Can't you stake the NFTs in Swap?" Shytoshi responds, "No, the NFT platform is something different completely." And that wraps up Shytoshi's comments, and we'll be moving on to Eric's. Now, I did not take into account any questions that were before 1:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, due to those questions being more speculative, and the Wolf Paper version 2.0 put a lot of those questions to rest. So these are questions that are coming after the new Wolf Paper has been published. So Niles H says, "A genuine question. How will it ever be truly decentralized if they have that multi-sig model?" And this is in reference to the multi-signature wallets that were published in the version 2 Wolf Paper. Eric responds, "That multi-sig precisely avoids manipulation or undesired moves on the administration, LOL." Munchie Monkey says, "Hi Eric. Where should we be to know when ShibaSwap is released? Will it be told here first?" Eric says, "No, won't be announced before release." Tom says, "If I do digging and leash goes up to 300% and then goes back down 300%, when I take it out, I won't lose much leash because it went up but back down to its price." And Eric responds, "The moment of removing the liquidity is what matters. That's why it's impermanent loss." Tom says, "One more question from me. You told ShibaSwap will be released right after Wolf Paper 2.0, so it can be released sooner than the AMA with Surtech?" Eric says, "We've said all we've had to say until now." Mortius asks, Does the swap have its own URL different from the Shiba token? Eric responds, yes, it's different. Mindy Bear says, Eric, would calculating bone as a compounding interest over time make for accurate bone accumulation calculations? Sorry for the ping. Eric responds, you need to consider that there's no compounding rewards, and depending on the amount you need to claim, maybe that process might vary as you need to pay gas each time you claim. So not sure if that's the best way to do proper calculations. John says, website says MetaMask. Does that mean Coinbase wallet will not be usable day one? Eric responds, MetaMask and Coinbase wallet are allowed day one. Ashes352 says, not sure, just making sure I don't stuff it up. Thanks. And I'm not sure exactly what question that was referencing, but Eric responds, you need a SHIB leash and Ethereum to pay the gas or pair it at dig pools. So this is my commentary here. The question most likely revolved around how much Ethereum is needed for either gas or pairing. Me says, how quickly after I stake will I start to get bone to place in liquidity pool? Eric responds, if you bury, bones will be rewarded weekly. If you dig, bones are instant. Papa Mike says, hey Eric, who are the peeps listed for the multi-sig wallets? Eric responds, developers and trusted people of the community with experience on DeFi. Me responds, so if I stake, I won't be able to pull out bone to provide liquidity until the following week? Just verifying. Eric responds, correct. Tom says, Eric, so if I take out reward daily from digging, I just need to pay those fees to pair with my bones to dig them. Eric responds, you can claim available bones and go dig them to start the cycle again. Yes. DGZ says, hey Eric, can you provide any details on the new VXV ETH pair? Why it's added? Eric responds, pairs are selected by many factors: potential growth, potential partnerships, similarities with our project. I don't have that deeper knowledge on that selection. Should be answered by someone else. Asher Kingston says, Eric, read the other day that swap can only be accessed on a desktop browser. Was hoping to access through iPhone. Eric responds, you can access it through mobile. The recommendation is desktop. C Legos says, so burying leash gets you more leash? And Eric responds, it's the same for 3 tokens. And this is my commentary, if you've looked through the Wolf Paper version 2, you'll see that each of the tokens for SHIB, leash, and bone all give you some portion of SHIB, leash, and bone respectively. Ganja Man says, Eric, for example, take meme ETH, which has 50 AP. What we need to do is to provide liquidity for this meme ETH pair in ShibaSwap and be rewarded with bones? And Eric responds, correct. Freestyler says, so it's confirmed July 1st by Wolf Paper. Eric responds, no, that's a general representation and doesn't mean any date. There's a previous 14 days liquidity event before the decreasing curve happens. And this is in reference to a graph in the Wolf Paper version 2. Munchie Monkey says, so do we have to stake our LP tokens or just hold? Eric responds, ShibaSwap liquidity pool tokens need to be deposited on Wolf for generating returns. Munchie Monkey follows up with, so all I have to do is fetch my Uniswap LP token and that's it. I don't have to take another step after. Eric responds, if you have an eligible pair to earn bones or Wolf returns on Uniswap, you need to fetch your Uni V2 token that will be converted into SSLP and Wolf them in order to get returns. Heej says, when you bury SHIB, leash, or bone, will the bone rewards be automatically credited to your wallet? Eric responds, when you bury, you will need to click on Wolf inside the bury tool to claim your rewards. It's not an automatic process. All returns on the site must be claimed manually. Tej says, interesting. Is there a time limit before they disappear if not claimed, or do they accrue? Eric responds, no, you can claim them whenever you want. They accrue over time. Randy Talley says, Eric, why did they take away from the SHIB side on pretty much everything? Eric responds, we're trying to give power to all our ecosystem. Actually, there's big differences on market caps, and we want to give the opportunity to everyone to keep doing great. Also, that's not the end. New stuff is being cooked, and all the tokens will be rewarded over time. Randy Talley says, you added exclusions on the SHIB berry. Eric responds, yes, that has an easy explanation. Is a needed balance for the entire platform liquidity and the way we're building the reward system. You need to understand the big picture of a platform like this one. Samkin says, will ShibaSwap be available as an app on the Play Store for Android? Eric responds, no, you will be able to access it from the browser. Payne asks, Bone can only be bought after the first 2 weeks of ShibaSwap, right? Eric responds, you can swap it at the first minute if someone sells their bones, as well as there's liquidity. I think that's as long as there's liquidity. You're able to get them through swap. Payne follows up with, but for the bone liquidity, would that come from the devs or from the people putting up their own bone for liquidity? Eric responds, liquidity does not come from the devs. It comes from the people that add liquidity. The starting price will be set by our deployer, not a random person. Core pairs will be set, if not, arbitrage bots come into the game. Sunny Bob says, Eric, apologize if this has been asked, but when we go to pair Ethereum with Bone, since it will not be on the market, how will the dollar amount be decided so that the LP is... I didn't get quite the end of that question there, but Eric's response, I think, covers it with our deployer will set the Bone Ethereum pair on the liquidity pools. That price will be set before people can join the pools. Sunny Bob follows up, but it will not be able to be purchased at this price, or how will the fluctuation of that price be determined? Eric responds, the pairs will be previously set when you join, so it will have a value. Then it will be changing over time. For purchasing it, you need liquidity, and the price will come from there. Freestyler says, if you pair, for instance, with USDT, you don't risk anything. And Eric responds, remember that just allocated pairs on the Wolf paper are eligible to receive Bones and Wolf returns. And with that, we wrap up the June 26th, 2021 Shytoshi and Eric Roundup. Archangel out.